Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Liliana, and I'm going to bring you this fierce, hot, spraying pink and purple cut crease with a half moon color on it. And I really hope that you guys enjoy this. And also, I will be using for the first time that I've ever used is this awesome brand called Juvias Place, and I will link them down below for you guys so you guys can get them yourself. I got 6 palettes from them for about $120 something using a coupon code that I found, and these palettes are just amazing and so pigmented, and I really love them. So let's just keep this short and get right onto the look. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to put the Tarte Shape Tape on my eyes as a primer and a base. Because I'm using the lightest one, I believe that the colors will be a lot more pigmented and blend a lot better. So I'm just gonna take a wet beauty blender and I'm just gonna buff that out. You already know what translucent powder that I'm using. It is the Metron translucent powder. Going in with the transition shade, I'm going to be using the shade Nana. And I'm just gonna lightly tap that onto the brush and tap off the excess. And I'm gonna start at the outer corner of my crease and then blend inwards. And just use light pressure, because when you use light pressure on your transition shade, it will transition a lot better than if you're pressing hard, because then it'll turn into more of a, like you're trying to do a cut crease. And then I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. It has no number or anything on it. It's just the gold set that I got because it was the cheapest one on there, and it happened to be one of the best brushes that I've ever gotten. And I'm gonna buff the transition shade out. For the next step on the eyes, I am using the Zulu palette by Juvias Place, and it is this beautiful colored palette right here. And I'm gonna go in with this reddish, pinkish shade right here. So I'm just gonna follow up what I did with the transition shade. And you can put a little more pressure now on your brush, and I'm just gonna follow exactly what I did. When I get to the outer part of the crease, I am just going to push up. Well, all it is just a lot of blending, going back in, tapping, going back over, and just really building up the pigment on the crease. I'm going into this purple shade right here, and I'm just going to lightly pick up some color, and not too much, tap it, and start to cut the crease. And like I said, just keep picking it up onto the brush and building up the pigment to your liking. So if you want it really poppin', just keep going and going. And if you want it subtle, you can stop after like the first 2 times. So I'm just going to buff like the shades together at the top with a little bit of yellow. I know it's scary, but if you just lightly tap on the brush and don't pick up too much shadow, and just go over like here. And it just adds like a flare that it didn't have. See, very light, very steady. So I'm gonna be going into the Masquerade Mini by Juvias Place as well, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Zobo, and I am going to darken the purple a wee bit with the same brush. And it's just gonna make that purple pop a lot more. So I'm just going to buff out the purple with the pink again. And I'm just gonna start to cut the crease. I always start like at the center of the lid I feel like I just have more control when I do that. And I'm just going to pat and smooth my way to the top. Okay, that's not helping. So I'm just gonna put a little on the lid. And I can just drag it around. I think that will be easier. And with the Tartelette in Bloom, I am going to clean up the concealer with Charmer, and I'm going to just press this into where we put the concealer. It looks very sloppy right now. Don't worry, we don't fix that. I'm going to go back in with the small blending brush that I had and I used for the purple, and I'm just going to clean up that crease because the concealer got old and it's drying out and it's not blending very well. I'm going to go into the Zulu palette now, and I'm going to grab that purple shade that we first used. Or actually no, I'm going to grab the pink shade that we first used right here with the small blending brush. And we're almost going to do like a half moon shape on our lid. Now I'm going back into the Zulu palette and I'm going to use the purple shade. So basically we're just going to copy the same colors that we used on the top, everything but the transition shade, and put that onto the half moon shape that we're making. So using my favorite eyeliner, it's called Matte Liquid Eyeliner, waterproof. I got it from Amazon, but I used to shop for this at a boutique that I used to shop at, and it's super cheap, and you get like 4 for like $7. So the lashes I'm wearing are in the style of Kim from Sweetheart Lashes, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into my Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer, and I am just going to prime my face. I put about a nickel size amount onto my fingertip. So going in with my favorite drugstore foundation, I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in the shade 206. And I am just going to pour this onto my damp beauty blender and just stick it all over my face. A little don't go a long way with this foundation, I'm just letting y'all know. So going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Palette, I'm going to be using this middle shade right here, and I'm just going to, you know, highlight my face per usual. And I'm getting those smile lines by like making a puffy face. So going in with my Mehron translucent powder, I'm just going to bake the cake. So I'm going back in with the small crease brush that I was using to do the purple shades, and I'm gonna do the same thing on my under eyes. So just go with, I'm gonna actually just go with Zobo and then blend it out with the pink. Oh, as you guys can tell, I dusted off all the stuff and blended it. I just wanted to make this video a lot shorter and not have to show the same things that I show all the time. I'm going back in with the Zulu palette, and I'm gonna dip it back into this purple, and I'm just going to buff out Zobo from the Masquerade palette. Now I'm going back in with my Wet n Wild white liner, and I'm just gonna line my waterline. It's actually making this really cool, like neonish light purple, so I'm digging it. I'm using the lip liner Curvvi from the I Love Sarahi collection with ColourPop. Girl, I don't know what mirror to look in, this one or that one. And then I'm going to take Vice and just buff that on to the center. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please give a thumbs up. And if you loved this video and you would like to see more, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Of course, I'm going in with the shart.